Good day everyone, my name is Daniela Azel de la Cruz Candelario from BSE Math 1. So, this video is about the transition from military to civil government or the military government in 1898 to 1901 and the Sherman Commission in 1899. So, first of all, before we start the discussion, this is my lesson objectives. First, so that you can learn about the events during the transition from military to civilian rule. Second, learn the negative and positive effects on our country. Number 3, explain how American influenced the Filipino government. Next slide is the introduction. After the Spanish-American War in 1898, the Philippines was transferred from Spanish to American control. The sudden shift in power created uncertainty about how the islands would be governed. To establish authority, the United States set up a military government that lasted from 1898 to 1901. Additionally, the Philippine-American War made military rule necessary, but the Americans also planned for a more permanent system of administration. In 1899, the U.S. formed the Sherman Commission to study conditions in the Philippines and propose policies for the future. The commission gathered information, consulted with Filipinos, and concluded that the people wanted schools, peace, and some form of self-government. Its recommendations became the basis for later American colonial policies. This marked the beginning of the shift from temporary military rule to civilian authority. The military government and the Sherman Commission together illustrate the earliest stage of America's colonial administration in the Philippines. So first, the military government in 1898 to 1901. So this is the actual photo of Filipino and American soldiers. So before we move on, this is William McKinley, January 29, 1843 to September 14, 1901. William McKinley first commission ng Pilipinas na gumawa ng mga recommendation kung paano dapat kumilos ang US matapos na ilipat ng Spain ang sovereign ng Pilipinas sa US noong December 10, 1898 kasunod ng Treaty of Paris noong 1898. So kung ano ito yung mga nangyari o ganap ng military government. So number 1, the establishment of US military government 1898. During military rule 1898 to 1902, the US military commander governed the Philippines under the authority of the US President as Commander-in-Chief of the United States Armed Forces. After the appointment of a civil governor general, the procedure developed that as parts of the country were pacified and placed firmly under American control, responsibility for the area would be passed to the civilian. So, under the military government, initially with soldiers as teachers, civil and criminal courts were re-established, including a Supreme Court, and local governments were established in towns, and provides the first local election was conducted by General Harold W. Lawton on May 7, 1899 in Baliwag, Bulacan. So sa Baliwag, Bulacan nga nag-start ang election na pinangunahan ni General Harold Lawton. So this is General Henry Lawton. Yan, there he is. So, si General Lawton, he supervised the first local elections in Philippines. So, yun nga sabi ko, siya yung nanguna nag-conduct ng election sa Baliwag, Bulacan. And, malaki ang naging role ni Lawton sa election sa ating history. Ngunit kauna-unahang US general na pinatay during Philippine-American War. So, next slide. The key military governors. General Merritt was succeeded by General Elwell S. Otis as military governor, who in turn was succeeded by General Douglas MacArthur. Major General Adna Chaffee was the final military governor. The position of military governor was abolished in July 1902, after which the civilian office Governor-General became the sole executive authority of the Philippines. So, yung mga naging general is natapos or nag-end noong 1902. Then, para may mamuno sa Pilipinas dati, yung general naging or binago, nilagay yung mga executive authority upang mamuno sa Pilipinas that time. So, eto yung mga general na nagsunod-sunod bago ito nag-end. Si General Merritt, to General Otis, to General MacArthur. Next slide is the Philippine-American War. Philippine forces initially attempted to engage U.S. forces conventionally but transitioned to guerrilla tactics by November 1899. Philippine President Emilio Aguinaldo was captured on March 23, 1901, and the war was officially declared over by the U.S. on July 4, 1902. Ang digmaan noon ay nagresulta sa hindi bababa sa 200,000 na pagkamatay ng mga sibilyang Pilipino. Karamihan mula sa gutom at mga sakit, kabilang ang hindi bababa sa 150,000 na pagkamatay sa isang epidemya ng kolera sa pagtatapos ng digmaan. So nagkaroon pa ng mga sakit nung time ng mga gera or digmaan. Ang ilang pagtataya para sa pagkamatay ng mga sibilyan ay umaabot hanggang 1,000,000. Ang mga krimen sa digmaan ay isinagawa ng magkabilang panig sa panahon ng labanan. So yung magkabilang panig is the Filipino and American. Next, the Civil Affairs and Administration. The history of the Philippines from 1898 to 1946 is known as the American Colonial Period and began with the outbreak of the Spanish-American War in April 1898, when the Philippines was still a colony of the Spanish East Indies, and concluded when the United States formally recognized the independence of the Republic of the Philippines on July 4, 1946. So parang dineclare na yung pagiging independence or pagtatapos ng gera is noong July 4, 1946. Ang gawain ng komisyon ay naging mahalaga sa paghubog ng kinabukasan ng Pilipinas dahil ito ang naglatag ng foundation para sa pagtatag ng isang sibil na pamahalaan at ang pang-unlad ng pampublikong edukasyon. Ang mga recommendation ng komisyon ay kalaunan ay isinama sa gawain ng ikalawang komisyon ng Pilipinas na naglalayong higit pang paunlarin ang Pilipinas at ang kanyang mga mamamayan. So yung civil affairs or administration na inilabas nung panahon ng komisyon na yun is parang naging positive ito sa bansang Pilipinas until now. Lalo na yung pagkakaroon ng education for everyone. So next, ito yung Philippines na nagkaroon ng parang dalawang bansa sa ating, yun yung Spanish in East Indies and United States. So yun doon parang nag-awgawan sila, pero in true story, binenta tayo ng mga Spanish sa United States. Pero naging Spanish-American War pa rin ito.